statements, I call the Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister for Communications.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I'm very pleased to rise to mention some significant developments at a very major institution within my electorate, the Sydney Adventist Hospital in Wahroonga, fondly known as the SAN. The SAN is an extremely impressive operation. It's a private hospital and does tremendous work, well over 400 beds, 2,300 staff, 500 volunteers, 900 accredited medical practitioners, more than 53,000 inpatients and 180,000 outpatients last year. The SAN has just gone through a very substantial upgrade, a $200 million redevelopment that includes a new maternity, women's health and children's unit, an integrated cancer centre and healing garden, and there's capacity for up to an extra 200 hospital beds and 12 operating theatres. Unusually for a private hospital, the SAN has an emergency room and it is a teaching hospital for the Sydney University Medical School. The teaching facilities are extremely impressive under the guidance of Professor John Watson, and I was there at the hospital and the teaching facilities just a couple of weeks ago, watching medical students experiencing a simulation in a room full of technology, a very lifelike dummy, and situations being simulated for them, which put them under considerable pressure, as they reflected on in the debrief session afterwards, which I sat in on. Now, the SAN has for many years been led by a very distinguished doctor and medical administrator, Dr. Leon Clark. He has only just retired and he served for over 20 years in that role, a time of tremendous change and growth at the SAN, but of course a time when it continued its remarkable long-standing tradition of serving the people, not just of northern Sydney, but of the broader areas around Australia. Given their specialisation, patients often come from other parts of Australia and indeed other parts of the world. I also want to acknowledge Phil Curry, who's recently been appointed as the new Chief Executive. Phil is a long-standing medical administrator at the SAN, having served as Deputy Chief Executive for many years, and much as his predecessor, Dr. Leon Clark, had a medical background. Phil also comes from the operational side of the business, having been a nurse and Director of Nursing Services at one point. So the SAN has been in good hands for many years. I pay tribute to the tremendous work that Dr. Leon Clark did leading the SAN. I congratulate Phil Curry as the new Chief Executive, and I congratulate all who work at the SAN for their service to our community.
I thank the Parliamentary Secretary. Are there any constituency statements?